हिंदी दिवस की पृष्ठभूमि में आयोजित यह कार्यक्रम, हमारा यह प्रयास रहेगा कि कार्यक्रम का प्रवाह जितना संभव हो सके राष्ट्रभाषा में होए तो उतना अच्छा है। भारत रत्न मोक्ष गुंडम विश्वेश्वरैया जैसी विभूतियों ने इस राष्ट्र को जो आधारशिला प्रदान की, उसे आगे बढ़ाने हेतु कटिबद्ध ऐसी ही कुछ विभूतियां आज हमारे बीच मौजूद हैं। मैं स्वागत करना चाहूँगा प्रोफेसर एस मंथा का, जो AICTE के चेयरमैन हैं, प्रोफेसर SK काक, जो कि महामाया तकनीकी विश्वविद्यालय के कुलपति हैं, प्रोफेसर धनंजय पांडे IIT बनारस हिंदू यूनिवर्सिटी के डायरेक्टर हमारे बीच हैं, और हमारे बीच श्री सुशील सिंह जी, मेंबर पार्लियामेंट औरंगाबाद लोकसभा क्षेत्र बिहार से, और जो कि लोकसभा की एनर्जी कमेटी के स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के सदस्य भी हैं। मैं सभी गणमान्य व्यक्तियों से निवेदन करूंगा कि कार्यक्रम का प्रारंभ दीप प्रज्वलन के साथ किया जाए। सर प्लीज। I would now request all the dignitaries to please come on the dais so that we can start the function formally. I would also like to invite a very young faculty and a very dynamic person, Mr. Shaunak Roy Chaudhary, to also join on the panel. He's a dean with the Jindal Business School. Shaunak. And the audience order is the same. So but anyhow, it's the quality of the audience which matters the most. On this occasion, magnanimous spread in the last decade in Uttar Pradesh, where there were only 46 engineering colleges in the year 2000, the count has increased more than 700 today. So one of our efforts had been like how to get all this scattered information structured and streamlined at one place. Because information and communication is the first step to augment anything. If we don't know how many colleges, like for example the classic problem, how much land the country has, the land reform bill ki, if we start measuring all the khasras across the country in the villages, the amount of land which we have might double or triple. That's the kind of experts do say. So we have attempted as an engineering map of India. When we started the work, we actually underestimated the complexity which would be there. So in that fashion, we could not finish it across to our desired level. We are still working upon it, but we have got a schema on which we would be designing it across. So I would request Ravi to please get it unraveled by all the eminent guests. Maybe it can be brought in the front and then we can show it across to everyone. So two of you please, Ravi and Gaurav. So, ulta, chale, sabko. So on this map we have tried to put geographically on the major numbers what we could assimilate from various sources. And now our plan next is to go up to the district level granularity and mark how many engineering colleges per district. 604 districts of the country do exist. we have one schema which we have done for Uttar Pradesh. Similarly, we would be doing for all the 28 states. So the work is on. We wanted actually to bring all this information on one map, but the size would actually take a giant mall kind of a flex if it would come one day. So this is one engineering map of India which we have, which we are trying apart. We received some suggestions to make it a calendar in the form of calendars statewide, so that on a geographical plane we get all the information in one go. Apart from this, when we started our engineering war journey, we thought like which are the major players who are fueling the innate core engineering work in this country. So what we came across, like apart from the IT sector, the core engineering domains, they are all the strongholds of the public sector enterprises. Now we went deeper, we found that there are 279 central public sector enterprises working in 23 strategic areas, sectors. Now all that information also we felt like it is there, but it's all scattered around. So one of the thoughts came, why not bring the scope, expanse and the galore of the central public sector enterprises at one place. So we conceived of a CPSE universe to bring in the brand identities of all the CPSEs in one single go. So that is the next product which we have tried to build up. So it can create a wow factor amongst the engineering students as a whole, because it will not help to just become the software police or second rate or third rate users of technology. Now these are our enterprises which are actually steering through the Indian economy in a big way. They contribute 1/3 of the government of India revenue. So this is the central public sector enterprise universe which we have tried to in 19 strategic areas. So we plan to install these CPSE universe across the engineering colleges in the country, so that at least the students can know about the whole might, the engineering might this country possesses. This is a time for inspiration when things are not actually going as the way we had aspired for. At least when I was in college 10 years back, the aspiration was after 10 years India would be something somewhere. But the kind of developments which have been there, so probably a lot of inspiration is required to build upon it. Doctors do have a very standard brand identity of themselves. We see the classic Red Cross across. Now the spinal cord logo they have got. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India also had this drive, the CA, and all the chartered accountants started putting up a CA logo. So we just thought, why not engineers who constitute like 10.46, 14 lakh are the installed number of engineering capacity in the country. So how many number of engineers we will be having? It's just enormous. So can the engineers have a single symbol, a single image or something like that? Like the rupee got a symbol very recently. So we just attempted, we could not got the patronage of any big body, we are not someone, but just as an inspiration we just felt an honest attempt, a genuine attempt, a sincere attempt would be, I will say, acknowledged and revered a bit. So I would request to unravel, we have brought out a car sticker, proud to be an engineer sticker. So I would request all the panelists to please unravel it across. So our, sir. Aspect of it. So just a small attempt. Thanks a lot. Finally, we have brought up our special Engineers Day issue of the Engineering Watch magazine. Now, when we started it across, like we were just contemplating as to what we want to undertake to impose excellence in engineering education across India. So Prime Minister's address at the IIT Bombay convocation came to our rescue, where covered the inputs and we did a cover story around that. So I would request all the eminent guests to please unravel our Engineers Day special issue. Ravi? I would just like to flip through the issue. It's quite informative in nature. Just one by one, quickly please give it to the guests. As you see the cover page, on the inside cover page, we did an analysis of the entire civil list, and we found that 1 out of 5 IS officers is an engineer. We did an analysis cadre-wise. Rajasthan topped the list, where 27% of the bureaucracy comprises of engineers, and Uttarakhand the least, 10.98%. We also did a discipline-wise analysis which told that 25% of these engineers have a mechanical engineer background, 24% electrical engineering, 16% civil, and so on and so forth. And there is a last graph which tells how the emergence of the engineer bureaucrats has gone up and down, has swung away because of a lot of policy interventions, so and so forth. We have a policy watch section on technical education, Lokpal, which has been the latest mandate from Professor Mantha's office to have a grievance redressal cell in all the campuses where a lot of problems students face, their parents face. So, small trivia on various quotes of the last month in the engineering domain, trivia. Then we have a cover story. We have got very excellent inputs from Director General of the DRDO, Professor Shivkankar of IIT Delhi. We got inputs from Professor Madhusudan Chakravarti, IIT Bhubaneswar. They are very, very deep inputs. Actually, the cover story got inspiration from President Barack Obama's exhortation earlier, where he said that growth and prosperity in our 21st century global marketplace depends on our ability to compete with nations around the world. And we are never going to win that competition by paying the lowest wages, probably a reference to India, or simply by trying to offer the cheapest products, a reference to China probably. We are going to win by offering the most innovative products. We are going to win by harnessing the talents and ingenuity of our people to lead the world in new industries. That's how we can create millions of new jobs, exporting more of our goods around the world. So we just felt, why not have the inputs from these eminent academicians and practitioners across as to what they think of this call in the context of Indian conditions. So this is all the cover story which features. We have some quotes from the industry leaders as well. Then we also featured one engineering bureaucrat of the month. We have an engineer of the month poster which we have dedicated this time to Jai Prakash Gaur, as the Yamuna Expressway, one of the finest expressways in this country, has got unraveled. Edupreneurs, the contribution of educational entrepreneurs who have put in a lot of effort and investments in taking forward the engineering education in particular forward, with a lot of constraints there are, but still their contributions can be seen. We have a technology watch section, how the educational technologies are taking the quality and access of education. So we are introducing one technology every issue. Then we have a very, very special section where we have tried to feature 42 PSU leaders this time. Small biographic note of the PSU leaders of 42 industries, what their backgrounds are, how their professional careers have surfaced, just to create a kind of inspiration amongst the students that right from joining as a trainee engineer, people have risen to the chairman and managing director level. So there has been a whole galaxy of them who are steering through the Indian public sector enterprises. So this is all what we have got in this special engineering watch issue. We have more to come in the following months. The next month, the issue in the October is recruitment 2013. There is a lot of, in the wake of recession, corporate sleaze and various global trends, how the recruitment in 2013 will take place. and how the colleges can start gearing up and prepare their students right from the third year onwards to take up a mix of career opportunity. It is not that they will be employed by the TCSs and Infosys and Wipros of the country. There are thousands of other innovations, other opportunities which can be taken upon. It's all in the state of mind. India is abuzz with opportunities galore. So this recruitment 2013 would try to get inputs from human resource professionals across organizations, MNCs, Indian corporates, our small and medium enterprises, then public sector undertakings, the research and development establishment of the country, which has 100 plus laboratories which need the best of the brains to work out there and emerge India, catapult India to its intended destination. So in the month of October, we are having a recruiters conclave to have an interface between the training and placement officers as well as these senior HR professionals. In the month of November, we are unraveling a very comprehensive directory on educational technologies. Educational technologies have become a kind of a myth. Someone is selling something to everyone. Without interpreting at all, the market has gone asymmetric in a big way. So we are trying to interpret every technological area. We have gone into 5 major clusters and around 60 sub-thematic areas where we will be saying why this kind of a technology, and you can have a technology mix at your institution, how it will help you out, and whether it is an enabler or an entangler. Is adopting an ERP in the college an entangler or an enabler? Is the biometric mandate, is it yet another regulation, or it is helping you out? So this kind of, we have to really emerge from a mindset. Many of the policy regulators and administrators, they are finding a tough time to get the message through, the right message across. The faculty PO, we are getting burdened, we are getting enslaved, and our freedom is being snatched. But what is wrong in having a process-driven organization, and why can't we see our colleges as the roots of innovation and entrepreneurship and other things? It can only come when discipline sets in, and all these technologies are empowering us, where our meaningful time goes in the real delivery of it. And in December, one of the efforts we are trying to do, we are trying to felicitate 100 educational entrepreneurs who have set up institutions across the country and have really helped in the current climate where we feel we have to be together. Even the private players and the government and all, the entire country has to be seen as a whole. So we are trying to identify the 100 entrepreneurs who have made transformation in the engineering education in India. Really, like in 2000, when I got into IIT Kharagpur, it was a dearth of engineering colleges across. Now everyone and anyone can become an engineer. Quality remains an issue. So just closing this opening note, I would now request the panel on the topic what we had thought for today's function. Like, can engineers catapult India's growth story? Like, we had a promo earlier of SAIL. There is a little bit of steel in everyone's life. So we can say that there is a little bit of engineering in every aspect of our life today, right from waking up to going to sleep. Every aspect of our life, there was a great failure and the entire country came to a dead halt. This proves that we are so dependent on engineering as a whole. So the role of engineers, and as Prime Minister's call on IIT Bombay's convocation, like India needs national leaders in the fields of engineering and science. So, and he has also mandated that science and engineering have to play a major role in India's economy in times to come. So I would now request Professor Mantha to coordinate the panel, and everyone can please remind their thoughts on this important topic. Thanks, sir. So we can use the mics there. Yeah, please. Sure.